and welcome to another live podcast of Billionaire Codes 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. Since I'm pretty new to this platform, I will take this time out to introduce myself so you have a very clear understanding as to who is talking to you. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books. Billionaire Codes is one of my masterpieces. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about some of the content in this book, some of the content that will touch and transform your life. The first thing I want to say to you today is that each and every one of you are exceptional people. And throughout my platform, I will constantly remind you of the greatness that you have within. I will constantly help you to connect with what is known as your DSS. And what is your DSS? Your deeper sense of self. Now, when you crack that DSS, you find something that we call your purpose, your passion, and your gifts. The question I want to put to you today is, what is your purpose? Are you positioning yourselves to live purpose-driven lives? The reality is this: people function better in every area of their lives when they understand their purpose, their passion, and their gifts. It is my life's mission to commit the time, the effort, and the resources with these platforms to bring you to that point where you can start to appreciate who you are, where you can start to honor who you are, and where you can start to invest in becoming the best brand of yourselves. Listen to this one. It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter where you're at right now. You got the potential to be someone of significance. You see, in my book, Billionaire Codes 7 Steps to Financial Freedom, in helping you to understand financial systems, the first things that we are doing is not to introduce you to finance, and I'll tell you why, because finance is a tertiary source of income. You need to understand the primary and the secondary sources of finance. It's very important that if you want to position yourself to prosper and live the life with abundance, it's important that you understand something that the 1% of the people in the world understand. They understand something that we call self-mastery. They're able to nurture healthy thoughts. They're able to apply themselves based on that healthy mindset, and they're able to achieve exceptional growth because of the information I'm about to give to you. In today's podcast, I want you to think about visualization. I know most people might say that term visualization is a taboo term, but in the world of business, in the world of building construction, the visualization board is very applicable. And let me give you just some quick example. If you're a building contractor, do you start to build your massive building simply by saying, let's start building? No. One of the first things that the building contractor does, he develops a plan. But before he can come to that point of having a plan, he has to visualize what are the dimensions, what are the features that a house is going to have. In his mind, he has a clear mental working picture in terms of where the foundation will be and how thick the size of the foundation. He has a clear mental picture in terms of where the beams will be, where the columns will be, where the windows will be, where the door will be. He has a very clear mental picture in terms of what he wants to achieve, why and how to achieve it. It is called visualization. And from visualization, you have the first stage of manifestation, which is the plan. And from the plan, you then take action to make the things manifest, to make that beautiful building become real. The same concept applies to your life. Many of you today, you want to embrace success. You want to become some of the people who can be ranked among the rich and the famous. But are you prepared to do the job to get there? Are you prepared to invest time in yourself to visualize the kind of life that you are entitled to? Are you prepared to develop your visualization board that clearly identifies where you are today, where you want to be tomorrow, and what are the best systems to adopt to get you there? You see, this is where I come in because my role is to really help you to understand that you're a phenomenal person, regardless of where you came from, regardless of where you're at. My role is to help you to understand systems that you can use to become the best brands of yourselves. You are not an average person. You're truly a phenomenal people. So today I want you to really take the time out and make an investment in you. And the first thing that I want you to do is to develop your visualization board. In developing your visualization board, it's important that you start to ask yourself, who am I? What is my purpose? How I can leverage my purpose, my passion, and my gifts to add value to the world. It may sound strange, it may sound different, but the reality is, if you have nothing of substance to add to the world, if you have nothing of value to add to the world, nothing of substance and value will come to you. It doesn't matter how much you twist it and how much you turn it. So the reality is this. It's important that you start investing in you. You need to start investing your time, your talent, your resources in you. Why? Because you want to become the best brand of yourself. And in becoming the best brand of yourself, you ensure that that self that you're building, that self that you're nurturing, has relevance to people's dreams, hopes, and aspirations. You see, your success in life ultimately depends on you being placed in that position of strength to add value to people's lives. If you don't see the importance of doing this, I want to show you. You will remain at a level of growth and development in your life where you're barely subsistent. You want to come to that point where you can live life abundantly. And to be able to do that, it's important that you understand the systems and you understand the formulas. The first thing that I really want you to sit and ponder upon today is what I'm saying. And the first thing that I'm saying to you, develop that visualization board about you. Make it personal. It's now about you. You now want your visualization board to reflect how you will invest in becoming the best brand of yourself. What I'm saying here is that you need to develop your daily rituals of investing in you. You need to invest in yourself and become that self that you're filling up with information and knowledge. You're that vessel that is being nurtured, that is being built with relevance to empowering people live, to help people realize their dreams and their hopes and their aspirations. And when you make this commitment, I want to assure you, it's the first stage, and your life will start to shift. Shift where great things will start to manifest in your life. So again, today is a very short podcast, but I want you to remember and retain this information. It's important that you invest in you. It's important that you start to see yourself as a premium brand, a brand that can truly touch and transform the lives of people all around you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I trust you would have enjoyed this short podcast. And as time progressed, and most likely by tomorrow, I will be giving you some additional information that will help you to become the best brand of yourself. And I want to show you that I will be giving you a number of tips and techniques that I would have used in positioning myself to be financially free. And I will tell you the success story behind this book, Billionaire Codes. In this book, there's a lot of tips and techniques that you can use to accelerate your growth in every area of your lives. This book will give you information to accelerate your business growth. It will give you information to accelerate your personal growth. It will give you information to accelerate your social lifestyle and growth in those areas. Um, so I want to encourage you to subscribe to this program and keep following this program. And we will continue to give you information that will truly transform your life. Today is that day that I want you to take your life into your hand. I want you to take ownership of your life. I want you to take your life into your hands, and I want you to commit to molding your life, to shaping your life, and move it in the direction that it deserves. Today is that day that I want you to become the game changer, the dream maker of your life. If you don't invest in you, believe me, no one will. And with the content of information that I'm going to be bringing to you, it's enough to mentor you, to coach you, to guide you to that next stage of development in your life. Remember, I don't care where you were born. I don't care where you're at. I just want you to make a commitment to yourself right here and right now that you're going to make that commitment to become the best brand of who you are. And I'm going to give you information that's going to transform your life and bring you into a stage of your life where you can truly embrace the abundant life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gary Thompson again, and it has been a pleasure being with you. Be blessed until the next podcast.